Hi everybody. I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your quest on Farmtown. I'm going to start with the co-op quest, which you use neighbors to help you out. And if everybody would do this, it would you would get the most out of it, and you would be able to buy more things when you need it and everything. Because everybody's quest starts at different times of the day, so even though you don't need anything on your quest, your neighbors may need things on their quest. So I've already started a quest a few minutes ago, and so you go up to this little question mark up here, or you can go to your toolbox down at the bottom and click over here on one of these quests. This one here is Cooperative Quest Manager, so I'm going to click on that and wait for it to load up. Now, this here's a quest that I started earlier in the week, and I can't do it because I don't own the critter control supplies, and it's a farm cash facility that you have to buy with farm cash. So I don't waste my time on those because I don't want to waste my farm cash on buying facilities. I would rather use my farm cash for getting larger tools to help me do farming. The second quest, and that quest expires in 21.4 hours. So once that happens, it'll go away. The second one that I have that I couldn't do is to produce wood shears in the animal accessories factory. That's another facility that requires farm cash. And you can't do nothing with it. You just have to wait for it to expire. No biggie. The next one is the Ancient Coin quest. And you'll notice I've already done everything I need to do, is to buy the ancient coin, the copper sheet, the copper ore, and now I have to load the ancient coin in the Natural History Museum, which I do own, and you can buy that particular facility with coins. Well, I don't want to do that yet because the quest gets counted on the day that it's completed, and if you complete it too early, then you might lose it later if you haven't done all of your quests. Because if you go down here to claim farm cash right now, for a cooperative quest, if you do 4 quests in 7 days, you get 1 farm cash. If you do 13 quests in 7 days, you get 2 farm cash. Well, the goal is to always do 13 quests, but you can't always get to them because of these other quests that pop up that you don't want to mess with. So, plus, the other reason for not doing this last one here is because as long as the quest has not been completed, your other neighbors, if they need an ancient coin or a copper sheet or a copper ore, they'll be able to buy it when they go and look and see what quest that you're on. The next one that I'm doing that came up is the paint chip one. Well, since I can do that, because I do own the painting supplies factory, which you can buy with coins, everything else has been done already, so I'll just leave that sit there. Because, well, as I said, if my neighbors need red ink or blue ink or orange pigment, when they see this, when they're going through the quest, they'll be able to purchase them. But if it's completed, then it's not going to be available to them. So it's really best to leave that last step for them. Now, the one that I just started, is this one here. Okay, to do this quest, I need to buy zinc ore, buy amber rock, buy copper ore, and buy ebony log pile. I will eventually need to buy the brass sheet, but before I can buy the brass sheet, you notice how I move my mouse over it, the other two light up in green. Well, once I buy the copper ore and the the zinc ore, then I'll be able to buy the brass sheet. The other one that's grayed out is buy the Egyptian cat. But I can't do that one until I've bought the ebony log pile, the brass sheet, and the amber rock. So the first thing I always do when I load a new quest is I look to see what I need. And something else that I wanted to point out. These 2 quests up at the top, there's things there that says that I want to buy, but I don't need any of those things since I'm not going to be able to do those quests. So I wrote down in the same way with the second one. There's things there. I don't want to buy no iron ore or chromite ore. Um, so I'm only looking for these things. So I wrote it down so I don't get them mixed up. I don't want to buy anything I don't really need. So now I'm going to close this quest down. Now down at the bottom, I'm always changing the order of my neighbors down here depending on what I have to do on Farmtown. And in this particular one, I click on any of my neighbors, and I come up here and to the top, and I do order by cooperative quests. That way, it puts all those together. Okay, then I take the very first one with a blue dot, because the blue dot means that that neighbor is doing quests. So I take the very first one, which is Bob. I click on his name, left click on his name, and I do show cooperative quest. Okay, now you notice how the arrows on the left of Bob's picture is grayed out. That means there's nothing before him. That's why I put them in order. So I don't want to open up a middle person who's doing a quest and then have to go both ways. I like to start at the beginning. Now on the right, there's two arrows. The furthest arrow from Bob's picture will take me through each neighbor who's doing quests. However, the arrow right directly next to Bob's picture scrolls through his quests, and that's the one we're going to be clicking on all the time. And I could do this faster if I wasn't running the recorder right now. So it really don't take long to run through your neighbors real quick to see if they need anything or if there's anything that you can buy. Okay, so now I'm going to start clicking this. I'm going to go to Bob's next one. Then I'm going to click the next one. Everything's grayed out. If it's grayed out, there's nothing that can be done on it. Okay, now it just went to the next person, the top quest. Now this particular person, it says the quest is complete. So see, since they completed the quest, even if I needed something on there, which I don't wouldn't have needed anything on here, I wouldn't have been able to buy it anyway. That's why it's best to leave that last step undone if you can. Now I'm going to go to the next one. That's grayed out. Nothing. Okay, there I can buy copper ore. Okay, and I do need that for this particular quest. So so I just click on it and I buy it. It cost me 240 coins. No biggie. And then now I'm going to go to the next one. Nothing there. That went to the next person. There's nothing there. Nothing there. So I'm just going to keep clicking on this arrow. That quest is complete. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Now this one, you notice how they had a lot of stuff they had to do, because the scroll bar over here, you can see where you can scroll it. Well, you always want to scroll down, because there could be something down there that you can either buy or something that your neighbor needs, like right there, walnuts and crude oil. Now, I don't need those for the quests that I'm working on. Those are for the quests that I decided I didn't want to bother with, so I'm just going to ignore those, and I'm not going to buy them. Now I'm going to go to the next one. Nothing there. Walnuts, I don't need those for the quest I'm working on. Zinc ore, I do need zinc ore. Okay, and as I do this, I'm going to kind of check it off on my thing, because see, I just bought zinc ore and copper ore, so that means the brass sheet is available now. So that means I want to start this all over again when I'm done, because if I don't find the brass sheet on one of the other neighbors who I'm still yet to go to. Now I'm going to go to the next one. I don't need the crude oil. Nothing there. Okay, this person, Julie, she needs grain alcohol. So I'm going to sell that to her to help her through her quest. And now that's going to give her 3 check marks. And now she can start that last step of that quest. Hopefully she won't do that yet. She'll wait and leave that up here, because somebody else might need some grain alcohol or cherries or corn. See, if you highlight it, you can at least see what it is. But everything's checked. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next quest. Click on there. Walnuts, crude oil, I don't need that. Okay, this person here. Okay, this is another one for Julie. She needs either a brass sheet. Oh, no, no, I need the brass sheet. So there you go. I got the brass sheet. And that would not have been available had I not got the other two before. Okay, she needs the metal mix earrings, so I'm going to sell that to her. So now there's check marks on all these for her. So now she can load the metal mix earrings in that facility. Hopefully she won't do that. She'll leave it there. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next step. Okay, on this quest she needs marble rock and instant concrete sack. Well, you can only sell one item per quest to the same neighbor. So I'm just going to go ahead and just sell the instant concrete sack to her. Now she'll only need the marble rock. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next person, the next quest. Always goes up to the top here. Okay, there's scroll bar, so I'm going to scroll down, make sure there's nothing down below that needs to be bought or sold. Nothing there. Now I'm going to go click on the next quest, the arrow for the next quest. Nothing there. There's another one I can scroll down to see if there's anything down there. Then nothing there. Okay, now I'm going to click again. It goes to the next person. Now this quest is expired. They can cash that in. That's not important. Let's see. Next one. That quest is complete. Anytime a quest has already been completed, you can't buy anything from it. So that's why it's best to leave that last step. I didn't learn that until a little bit later. Okay, here I need iron ore. Okay, I don't need iron ore for the quest I'm working on. Okay, I don't need chromite oil. I can scroll down, see if there's anything else there. Crude oil, but I don't want to buy that because I don't need it. Those are the quests that I'm not working on anymore. Okay, I'm continuing to click on that arrow to go through all these quests. Okay, I want to scroll this down. Walnuts, crude oil, I don't need that. Go to the next quest. Okay, the iron ore and chromite, I still don't need that. The only thing I really need still is amber rock and an Egyptian cat. That's what I'm looking for. Ebony. Oh, no, I need the ebony log pile. Okay, so I want to buy that. See, it's best if you can buy these on your own, because when you start using your help notes, which I'll explain in a few minutes, they never give you enough help notes. Most of the time, when you've got a lot of things to buy, they don't give you enough help notes to get everything you need. So you have to be really tricky using those. Well, you gotta use them sparingly. Okay, I'm continuing to go through these. See if I need anything. When I get to the very end, those arrows on the right will gray out, and then I'll be done going through here. Okay, I still need an Egyptian cat, but I'm not going to be able to get that Egyptian cat until I get the amber rock. So that's important to know. Okay, now let's see. Now they're grayed out. Now I've got everything that I've needed. My phone is talking while I'm doing this video. Okay, well, I'll have to deal with that later, I guess. Okay, so now I'm going to close this and see. Let's see what I need, because I may have to go back and go through it again, because there's some things available now that I can buy that I couldn't buy in the beginning. So I'm going down to the Egyptian cat one. Okay, I've got everything I need except for the amber rock and the Egyptian cat, and I can't buy the Egyptian cat until I get the amber rock. So I know that the amber rock wasn't available before. So now I'm going to take my help note. I got 3 help notes up here. And by putting these help notes on the ones that I need, and I've only got one available right now that I can actually do because the Egyptian rock is still grayed out. So I put the help note on by the amber rock. Now when my friends are going through, when my neighbors are going through doing the same thing that I just did, then they'll be able to sell me an amber rock. You know, they can't do it unless I have a help note on there. Okay. Now I got a little trick that I do when to help me save, use more help notes than what they provide. Uh, I am logged into my girlfriend's account or maybe Bob's account. It's down at the bottom here. I'm going to bring it up. Okay, Bob. Okay, I got Bob up here. I've logged on to his account on a different browser. So I'm going to have him. Wait a minute, let me close this. Okay, I still have this up. You have to keep this window up if you do this. Okay, now I'm going to bring Bob up again. I want to make sure I still have that up. And I'm going to scroll to my name on his buddy bar down here, Brother Gary. I'm going to left click and I'm going to do show cooperative quest just for me. And I'm going to wait for it to load. Everything loads really slow when I'm doing this video, when I'm using this recorder. Okay, I'm going to go down to the Egyptian cat quest down here at the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to sell myself some amber rock. Okay, now you can close that. And now I'm going to go back to my account. And so here's the trick. Now I can take this help note, even though I'm not going to need it, but I can take this help note and click on it, and I can put it back up here on the top. See, now I still have 3 help notes up there. Now when I close this, and I open it back up again by clicking on this little question mark box and click on my cooperative quest manager, come down here to the bottom, you'll see it shows that Bob sold me amber rock. And look here, I still got 3 help notes left. So now I'm going to put one on the Egyptian cat. And now there's nothing else I can really do. It's not really, well, I could go through all my neighbors again to see if somebody's selling an Egyptian cat. But Bob won't be able to sell me an Egyptian cat anymore because he's already sold me something on this quest. Okay, so I'm going to just close this. Actually, I will do this real quick again. I'll go back to my next quest, show the cooperative quest for my next neighbor here. I know Bob can't sell me anything. Or actually, I could, if he has a quest that has an Egyptian cat, I could buy it from him on my own, which is what I'm going to attempt to do now. I'm going to try to find an Egyptian cat. See, it wouldn't show up earlier because not until I've already bought the copper or the brass sheet in the ebony log pile. Sorry it takes so long when the recorder's running. If you have a computer that's got lots of RAM, everything could probably go faster. Okay, let me check back with Bob's, see if Bob's got it on one of his quests, which I don't think he does. Okay, he doesn't. Now I'm going to scroll through real quick. All I'm looking for is an Egyptian cat. I got a feeling I won't find one, but you never know. And then I'll be ready to do my final step on the quest. Scroll down. Got one there. Okay, go to the next one. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. All I'm looking for is an Egyptian cat. But it's good for you to regularly go through and see if your neighbors need anything. Even though you don't need anything, your neighbors might need something. And so by doing this, you can help them out, and so that they can get their quest done faster. Sorry this video is going to be so long, but there's a lot of good information here. And once you know it, everybody can get the most out of doing their quest and build up some farm cash. I know one of my friends, when I asked them if they do the quest, they said, nah, they found that there's a lot of facilities that require farm cash, and so they don't mess with it. But, you know, there's a lot of them that don't require facilities that you have to buy with farm cash. I know this is a waste of time because I know I'm not going to find an Egyptian cat. And I can just wait on one of my friends to do this to see if I need anything. Or, you know, I can always text one of my friends and say, hey man, can you check out my cooperative quest and sell me an item that I need? But if everybody just makes it a habit of scrolling through these real quick, which I could go faster if the recorder was on, like I said. Now I'm on the last person because that other arrow grayed out. So okay, now I'm done. So I think I already put the help note on there. Egyptian cat. Yeah, okay. So I'm done with that. Now there's another quest here that I can check. It's called just the quest. Well, the quest, just my quest. This is a personal quest. You don't use any interaction with your friends. Okay, this one is already done. All I have to do is load the hamper shelf. That one's all done. But actually, there's really no. Oh yeah, the reason for not doing these yet is because I want them to see all these days I've been doing these quests. Let's see. Let me do. Okay, on the quest itself, not the co-op quest, you can do a new one every 7.9 hours, and I've got 3 already done, and you only need 8 of them in 7 days to do 2 farm cash. So I've already got 3. I've got 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Let me close this. Okay, this one here. Oh yeah, this one here I think I'm not going to do. Oh, okay, no, I am going to do that one. Okay, this is the one I just opened up a little while ago. Okay, now I have to produce photochemical or petrochemical, and I do happen to own that particular facility, even though you have to buy it on farm cash. But that's what a lot of people do because it's what produces the fuel tanks. So I'm going to just hit that one time, so it loads up 13 of them, and that tells you I only need to do one. Okay, produce beige pigment. I'm going to click on that one, get that one started, because it's going the last one's going to take 6 hours for that to get done. Beige pigment. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to close it. So now it's going. So the petrochemical will take 6 hours. The beige pigment was going to take an hour. The next one that I'm going to have to do after the petrochemical is done is the plastic granules, and then I will also have to produce a bottle vaccinator. I'm not sure which facility you do that in. I've probably got it. If I don't, I don't know. Then I won't be able to complete this quest. But I have to do the other 2 in order to do that one. So now I can also start a new quest. So I'm going to go ahead and click that quest and accept it. Okay, now there's a lot of things I have to do here. I have to harvest olives, I have to harvest wheat, I have to harvest sugar cane, cocoa from the cocoa tree, I think. Maybe the coconut. Okay, maybe the coconuts do that, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to leave the video on these, but these are the things that I have to do in order to do this quest. But I also want to make sure up here at the top, load Boston cream donut into the police station, and I know I own the police station, So, and the produced Boston cream will probably be in the same facility, but I have to do all those other ones to do that. So anyway, your friends don't mess with that. So what I'll have to do now is I'm going to have to go and produce some wheat, or I'm going to have to plant some wheat. I'm going to have to plant some sugar cane, vanilla, and wait for all that stuff to grow so I can harvest. Now you cannot go out and harvest this on your neighbor's farms. Okay, this is stuff you have to produce on your own farm, and then harvest it yourself. You know, you plant it and harvest it yourself on your own farm. So that's why it's good to have a Quest farm. To sometimes I have a whole lot of things planted already, especially the ones that take a long time, in case I happen to need those things. So I'm going to close that up. Actually, over here I'll show you my Quest farm. It's Farm 13. And I have this marked private, so nobody else can, none of my super neighbors can harvest this stuff on this farm. And I also titled it Do Not Harvest Quest. As soon as it loads up, I have like 10 trees of everything you can buy in the store, and I also have trees that I get as gifts. So if you put every tree on one particular farm, okay, now see, I've got corn all ready to harvest. I've got one blueberry ready to harvest. I've got a cotton ready to harvest, and I've got broccoli. I don't know if I need any of those on my quest, but for to save the time. And I've also even got a lake right here, see, and it's ready to go if I need to catch any fish for my quest. I'm not going to have to wait for fish to grow on one of my farms that my super neighbors take care of. You know, I just want everything available here if I need it. Okay, so that's about it. Hopefully you all go through your neighbors' quests sometimes and see if they need anything to help them out. And hopefully you learned something. Sorry this video took so long. When I put this up, I'm going to also put a link in the description of the video to where Farmtown explains quests a little bit better for you, so you know what you need to do and what you don't need to do, what the lifelines are, what the help notes are for, and things like that. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Subscribe. I'm going to make some more videos to show some other cool things that would be helpful, like how to do your cargo ships, how to have two browsers on the same computer, to where you can work on two different accounts at the same time. Like I use my friend's account. He don't get on Facebook very much, but he is a real person, and someday he may learn how to do computer stuff, and he's got a lot of regular neighbors, friends, that he knows personally. But anyway, I use his account. My girlfriend's account is on here, so I have a farm for her, and I do quests on her farms. So and it comes in handy if you can do them both on the same computer without having to log out of one and log into the other, and you can help each other out a little bit faster. So y'all have a blessed day. God bless you, and I hope you enjoyed the video.